We are working our lead leg kicks in our JKD session today. So what we're going to cover is first and foremost how to use it. So you can start to use this with a step and a slide type footwork. Step and slide, step and slide, and step and slide, which is a perfectly good way of delivering this kick. Step and slide back, step and slide in, kick, step and slide back. That's totally acceptable. I also actually prefer the slide step. So I slide, then kick, and then step down, right? Then bring this back out. Slide, kick, step down, bring it back. Slide up and kick, step down, and bring it back. You can also slide up and kick and pendulum right back and not even put this foot down in front. So I slide, step, kick, I pendulum out. I slide, step, kick, step down, slide, step out. Or I step, slide, kick, step down, step back out. Last option is step, slide, kick, and pendulum back out. So there's 4 different ways of getting to the delivery of the kick. We are actually going to cover 5 different options for this kick today. So all of that prefix aside, we're going to cover just a few of these options. So the first one, and the one that I was showing you already, is what we would call a jig-tek, or it's a straight kick, right? So I'm bringing this foot straight up. The target would obviously be the groin. You can think trying to hit the kneecap if you'd like, but we tend to go straight up to the groin, okay? Your knee should break the plane of the target before your foot makes contact with the target. If you happen to have shoes on, especially if you had steel-toe boots or something like that, you can kick with your toes. But for right now, try and kick right here on your instep on your ankle. You'll end up kicking here, or you'll end up kicking in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide step up, kick, and I'm going to pendulum out. Slide step up, jig-tek, bring it back. 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 And slide step, jig-tek, bring it back. Everything you've done with one leg, you should do with the other. Slide step, jig-tek, bring it back. Slide step, jig-tek, bring it back. Slide step, jig-tek, bring it back. Back, and out, and back. Now we're going to use the other options. So the next option we'll do is the now-tek. Now-tek is a round kick, okay? So this, again, target would be inside of the leg, target would be the groin, target's the side of the body. Generally, it's the groin, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide step, hit this round kick. It's just like before, except now it's round. I turn my hip over as I kick. Slide step, round kick, snap it back. Round kick, pendulum back. Round kick, pendulum back. Round kick, pendulum back. Round kick, and pendulum back. I'll switch my feet. Slide step, round kick, bring it back. Slide step, round kick, bring it back. Slide step, round kick, bring it back. And slide step, round kick, and bring it back, right? Again, difference being my foot is straight up or my hip is rolled over. As I roll my hip over, I'm driving my shin up into the inner thigh. So we have our straight shot, we have our round shot. The next one we're going to do is going to be the side shot, or the side kick, or the jig-tek. So how this one's going to work is we'll do this slow without the footwork. I'm going to rotate over my hip and I'm going to turn this leg out. Now, I was originally taught through Taekwondo to turn my feet parallel, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Through the Southeast Asian martial arts, Guru Asano has been really talking quite a bit about having your foot at a 45. And the idea behind this is here, I'm a lot further away to deliver my follow-up shots than I am if I'm here. So if you see a 45-degree side kick, and you want to comment and say it's a terrible side kick, sure, it looks a little less pretty than the perfectly parallel one. I'm doing as I'm told. So what we're going to cover here is we're going to slide step, 45-degree. Side kick, side kick, side kick, and side kick. Bring this around this side. Side kick, side kick, side kick, and side kick. Okay? When you're using your side kick, typically the easier targets would be mid-body. Hip is a great shot for it, or the knee. Okay? That's the idea behind our side kick. So again, you slide step up, hit your side kick, bring it back out. Again, all of these can also step in. I'm just showing you to try and conserve space if you're in a living room or something. Next one we're going to do is our jig-tek. right? Jeet-Tek is an intercepting kick. The idea is if I'm kicking here or I'm kicking here, you're going to intercept my kick with a kick of your own. Now, most of these, especially your side kick motions, can be used as a intercepting shot. What I'm going to have you do here is I'm going to have you just bring this foot up and essentially turn your toes away from your body and stomp at it, right? So slide step, intercepting kick, okay? Typically I do these more as I'm backing up than I do if I'm going forward, but I wanted to kind of keep this sort of consistent theme for the next half of this video. So we slide step, Jeet-Tek, slide step, Jeet-Tek, slide step, Jeet-Tek, slide step, Jeet-Tek. I'll switch my feet. Now we slide step, Jeet-Tek, slide step, Jeet-Tek, slide step, Jeet-Tek, and slide step, and Jeet-Tek. Again, we're targeting as they kick here, you're trying to stuff them right on the shin or right on the knee or right on the hip with your own foot. You're trying to stop their momentum, okay? Last one we're gonna do is going to be the Gua-Tek, or it's an inverted kick. So this one is the one that usually looks the funkiest, and it is a great groin shot if you're fighting someone in a mixed lead. So if I happen to be left lead and they happen to be right lead, all of those groin shots that we just covered don't work as smooth because their leg's in the way. But this inverted kick will actually go around their lead leg and it'll tap what you're wanting to tap. So what's happening here is we slide up, this foot comes up, and you hook it. So instead of it being toes out, it's actually the whole leg goes out towards your center, and then you drive your toes in there. So slide step up, toe kick out. Slide step up, and Gua-Tek, 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 and Gua-Tek. Switch my feet. Slide step up, Gua-Tek. Slide step up, Gua-Tek. Slide step up, Gua-Tek, and slide step up, Gua-Tek. So again, the idea of the Gua-Tek is to go around my leg that is an obstruction and tap. So your Gua-Tek again pops up, rotates, so it would be internally, and drives that toe in, okay? So those are the options that I want you to work. And before you go any further in this video, work them. Get 100 reps of each, right? Then you get a chance to do everything else. So everything else is actually the basics. So we have covered this multiple times on here, but we tend to call them the JKD ABCs. So you have cross, hook, and cross. You have cross, body hook, and cross. You have cross, uppercut, and cross. You have overhand, uppercut, overhand, and you have 3 straight punches, whether you want to actually punch them like boxers or you want to roll into a Jik Chum Choi motion with straight blasts. What we're going to do is we're going to use a lead kick of any of those options and then finish with a lead kick of any of those options, but we're going to fill in the blanks with the punches. So we're going to start with going down the list. We start with the Jeet-Tek. I slide step up, I hit a Jeet-Tek, I go cross, hook, cross, I hit a Jeet-Tek, and I slide out. Okay? Slide step up, Jeet-Tek, cross, body hook, cross, Jeet-Tek, and out. Jeet-Tek, cross, uppercut, cross, Jeet-Tek, and out. Jeet-Tek, overhand, uppercut, overhand, Jeet-Tek, and out. Jeet-Tek, 3 straight punches, and out. Again, this should all be done on the right leg. I'll do it on this side, but I won't go through the rest just for sake of time on the video. So side step up, Jeet-Tek, cross, hook, cross, Jeet-Tek, back out. Side step up, Jeet-Tek, cross, body hook, cross, Jeet-Tek, and out. Side step up, Jeet-Tek, cross, uppercut, cross, Jeet-Tek, and out. Side step up, Jeet-Tek, overhand, uppercut, overhand, Jeet-Tek, and out. Slide step, Jeet-Tek, 3 straights, and Jeet-Tek, and out. Bring it back into the left lead. Now, the same thing can be done down the list. So, first time you went through the whole list of punches, you just had the Jeet-Tek. Then you do the whole list of punches with just the Now-Tek, then just the Juke-Tek, or the side kicks, and you just run through the list. But then, where it starts to get fun is when you start to get to mix the kicks. So, for instance, I'm going to take the inverted kick, the Gua-Tek, and I'm going to finish it with a side kick. So I'm going to start with a side step and a Gua-Tek. I'm going to hit a cross, a hook, a cross, and a side kick and get out. Then I'm going to go Gua-Tek and cross, body hook, cross, side kick, and out. And then inverted kick, and then cross, uppercut, cross, side kick, and out. And then we're going to slide step into this, and we're going to hit our overhand, uppercut, overhand, and we're going to hit our side kick and get out. Slide step, kick this shot here. We have our 3 straight punches, and we side kick our way out. So this is a formula. This is not how you're going to fight at all. This is a way to get repetitions. So as you're getting the repetitions on this, you slowly build up the strength in your hip, the strength in your leg, and you can develop these kicks to be much more fast and flexible and powerful shots. In JKD, the longest weapon hits the closest target, and you need to make sure that this lead leg is a weapon to deal with. So I want to make sure that they actually have something formidable on my lead leg. Now, we're going to pause this here real quick, and we're going to go to the bags. Thank you. So I just wanted to show you the shapes, right? Everybody can figure out the idea of 1, 2, 3, hit, and getting out of the way. That's not the important part of this. The important part is learning the shapes of your feet. Now, when you're doing a jig tech, I mentioned it's usually trying to kick with the top of your foot. If you do that on a bag, you're probably going to hurt your foot. So if you're using a bag and you want to do your jig tech, just go ahead and make it into the ball of your foot kick. So side step up into the jig tech and bring it back. Bang, back. Bang, and back. Now, again, I'll slow this down. It's a straight up shot. You're going straight up that seam of the bag. The next one we covered was the now tech. The now tech is the round kick. When this goes in, it goes around the bag, brings it back. Around the bag, bring it back. Around the bag, bring it back. Next one we covered was the juke tech. Wow, I had a brain fart there. Juke tech is the side kick. Okay? So you turn your foot to the side. Again, it can be parallel or it can be at a 45. Good. Now, the next one was the stop kick or the jeet tech. The jeet tech, your foot is actually going to hit like this. So it's looking like a kind of a cross between the straight vertical kick and a side kick, but in the opposite direction. I'm externally rotating my leg. So this is going to go here. Here. This is not a strong shot. It's an intercepting shot. You're stuffing their power. And then the last one was our gua tech. So the gua tech is actually going to hit on this side of the bag here. Like so. Good. Another fun way to not only work your shapes, but also build some hip strength is to run through it. So you have your jig tech, you have your now tech, see, balance. Jig tech, now tech, juke tech or side kick. Jeet tech and gua tech. Jig tech, now tech, juke tech, jeet tech, and gua tech. So that's a great way of just burning out your hip at the end of a workout, like this is for me. And you'll get a great sense of balance, you'll get a great sense of a hip exercise, and you're not only doing all of that, but you're learning how to use that left leg more formidably. I had to pause on that word because I wanted to say it properly. Thank you very much.